Working for you. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon. Let's try again. The
Yes.
King.
Yes.
Another thing I would like to see some efficient, real serious work on my boy is the monkeys. I know a program could set up with the agriculture department and with the general public that every monkey that you caught, it is registered in all the different constituencies to the agriculture department. And it's time we start shipping these monkeys overseas to bring in some foreign income. People in the neighboring islands are asking for them live. They're asking for them skin them and bring the meat to them. The skin and the nails and everything could be used for artwork and that sort of thing. All right? We also should be putting them on the menu. How come only when they have church fee or when a few guys having some drinks, you cook them up and eat them, and when they having eat local day and thing? Why is it not in the supermarkets, the shops? Why is it not on, you know, the grills? Why is it not in the restaurants and things? You can have you can make so many things out the monkey meat. You can have monkey patties. You do it down, you cook it, you barbecue it, you sauce it. You could have monkey juice and all that sort of thing. Why we not using that significant, wonderful animal to make so much money from? Why we have it destroying us?
Carl, thank you. I see you have a barbecue grill on weekends on the Beffron. Are you doing any monkey?
I have contacted about 6 monkey people. They promised to skin it and bring it and let me fix it up and season it up and barbecue it.
Okay,
Nobody
Carl.
bringing it. You see what they're doing? It is now a member of the family in St. Kitts Nevis. They now have on pamper, shorts and pants and all kind of things on them. They're now sleeping in bed with members of the family.
Okay, Carl. Thank you. Working for you. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You took the word out of me more because I was just going to say, I'll be behind a grill practically every week and I don't see no monkey in it. Okay? I even asked him one time, how come he doesn't have any monkey? I was talking about monkey and he told me the people want too much money for a monkey. Okay?
Oh.
Anyway, what I was going to say too, people need to stop bashing people when people call in and say something.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because the politicians, you vote for them to go in beer, and then all of a sudden they become inaccessible to you. When election time, they find you wherever you are. You understand? They find you wherever you are. And big life for your information, right? I'm from Keon.
Mm-hmm.
I put in a proposal to the Green Valley Festival, who's making 20 years this year. And one of the one item on the proposal was for them to use their influence to initiate a Green Valley Council.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? So people need to stop. I'm not going to come out and say everything.
Mm-hmm.
But people need to stop bash people when they call in and say certain things.
Mm-hmm.
They need to stop it because everybody have their own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
The politicians need to become more accessible to the people. Because when it is small people, they come into when they want to vote and then they forget the small people. And that's my problem with them right now. They forget the small people. And people who already have money is who they're thinking for, and they need to stop it. Have a good day.
Okay,
All right,
thank
thanks.
you.
And I want to tell that caller, what you probably can do is spearhead that thing to form, to create that council that you speak of, a group, an interest group within the community, and then it might just blossom into something grand. So don't give up your dream, and you go to the committee, and I think it should be a good undertaking by the Green Valley, not only the committee but people within the Green Valley area, to have this particular group being created.
Working for you. Good afternoon. Working for you. Hello. We've lost that caller. Working for you, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yes, I have a question for you. Big Life, Mr. Watley?
Yes, good day.
Yes. You talk about village community councils.
I didn't use that word, but yes, same thing, yeah.
Okay. What I want to know is this, right? We have like the communities in the rural area and we have communities in the suburban area and urban area, all right?
Yeah.
I want to know if all of these councils, if they're going to be across the board for the whole of the federation. Okay, let's just think it's alone. Because you have to now look at it from this point of view that our communities are what they call now multi-cultural or racial.
Yeah.
If you're going to look at Bird Rock and Frigate Bay and Half Moon Bay and so on, right? How will these councils, if they are going to be extended to these areas, how are they going to mesh with the other communities that are, what I should say, the original communities with their own culture, their own tradition, and how are we going to get this work? Even though the country is smallest, how are we going to get this work? Where do they fit in? Don't we see a problem in the future? Or are we just going to work with our own communities that we know? I listen off air.
Okay, caller. Just in question. Remember we spoke about the model, the community empowerment model. One of the things we would have to come up with is a general idea or sort of guidelines as to how these enhancement teams or councils would be created. And I agree with you that we would have to also try and include people of different ethnic backgrounds because they are part of our communities now. And so we must be accommodating in terms of having these people factored into the setting of whatever the group may be. And as I said, this is something in the works because we still have to figure out boundaries for these councils or these teams because you don't want to have 50, 60 teams. So we still have to sit down and work out when I get my team together as to the boundaries, what we're going to... It don't make any sense for us to have, let's say, Need-Must Council and this council. There could be a sub-council of a bigger whole. And so we have to sit down and work out. So while I'm saying that we could also have subcommittees, let's say different ethnic groups, which when they meet, they come to a bigger gathering, a bigger grouping, and they can send a representative to that particular issue. And so we can have, and it should be holistic. We could involve other people from different groups. And so it's going to be all encompassing.
Yeah, I think you mentioned in a very good point, the whole demographic shift that we have had in St. Kitts. Of course, I think, for example, the Latin Fiesta, the Latin festival that we have, I think is becoming big because we have such large numbers of Hispanics among us, and we recognize that, look, we have to reach out to these people too. They're a part of our cultural landscape and so on. So I think she mentioned a very, very important point in terms of empowerment, because sometimes the people who feel least empowered or who can feel least empowered are those persons who are not from here.
That is true, because of different culture.
That's correct. And sometimes, the saying comes, how can you sing the Lord's song in a strange land? Sometimes they may feel that they're exiled and so on, and they really want to feel a part of the community. And so I think she mentioned a good point in terms of reaching out.
And that is something that is part of the mandate that we're having in terms of the concept that for this department. So we definitely would look at that, and that caller made a very good point.
Right. Working for you, good afternoon.
You working for me? Good afternoon,
We are working
gentlemen.
for you.
Good afternoon, culture.
Yes, brother. How are you doing?
All right.
Good.
Yeah, first of all, I want to tell Carl, he could get monkey, but he gonna pay me what I charge him. Because he gonna never make a big profit, and then I ain't gonna get that. Now, I want to commend the lady who from Cairn who said that you can't see certain politicians or whatnot. We know that they all have the country a responsibility on their shoulder. And so, we can't see them every day. But at least they should make some kind of time and walk through the constituency to see people. Because Mr. France used to do that when he was in government. Every weekend he go to the village with the briefcase and everybody running out to see him. But those days were different to these days. But still, the time that you just come to the village to look for people to ask for a vote, come and look for us. So, Mr. Watley,
Yes.
what I would like you to do, if you could get something set up, at least twice per month, somebody come through the constituency and they get all the grievances or the needs of the people in the constituency and then take it to the minister them. Because we must be heard by those guys. And now, like the guy from New York, my good friend Pungo, they really said that take up all these abandoned cars and send them Japan. There is a company in Puerto Rico who buy these old cars. So, Mr. Watley, you come and look for me, let me and you set up that.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yeah, because, I lose my job. I was working for Walk and Kickstone.
Yeah.
And now I'm working for Sit and Look On.
Okay.
So I would like to get that job, eh?
That's culture.
Okay, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
Okay, the king, when you get a crown, give me one, please.
Yes, I'll bring one for you.
Okay, then have a good day.
But let me say something what culture said, and I need to reiterate. What I'm saying is that if you have groups, community groups, they're more forceful. So I'm begging you, create groups and call on the minister and call on whoever and demand that we meet. Individually it's not going to work, but when you have groups, let us form community groups throughout the islands and let us start to say this is what we want to happen, or at least come sit and talk with us. And my department is going to try to encourage something of that nature.
Sure. We're going to take one more caller.